Hello everyone, I hope you're doing great. I know I am, because today I hit 100 subscribers. Before we go into today's video, I'd like to take this time to thank you all for your support. This is the first and hopefully not the last milestone of this channel. Thank you once again, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Today is January the 15th, 2021. This means that exactly 12 years ago, one of the most famous aviation incidents took place. Of course, I'm talking about the miracle on the Hudson. It's January 15th, 2009. US Airways Flight 1549 is preparing to take off from New York LaGuardia Airport. Their intended destination is Douglas Airport in North Carolina. The flight is being operated by an Airbus A320 belonging to US Airways. This was this aircraft's second flight of the day. Sitting at the left side of the cockpit is Captain Chesley Sullenberger. His first officer is Jeffrey Skiles. On board the plane are 150 passengers and 5 crew members. The A320 takes off the runway with its now famous flight designation, Cactus 1549. After leaving the ground, the plane begins to climb into the New York sky. Until now, everything's playing out normally, and the captain even comments on the nice view of the Hudson. But after only a few uneventful minutes in the air, catastrophe strikes. The plane flew into a flock of Canada geese, and both the number 1 and number 2 engine ingested multiple birds. Both engines immediately lose power, and the plane becomes a huge glider. The pilots declared an emergency, and air traffic control tried to find the closest runways to the plane, but it was too late. The plane was too low and was losing altitude fast.
Airport right now. Newark Tower, what have you got?
You have runway 29 cleared ready. You need emergency landing?
Yes.
This is when Captain Sully spoke the famous words, "We're gonna end up in the Hudson." He lined up the plane with the river and told the passengers to brace. The pilots tried to restart both of the engines, but were unsuccessful in doing so. They leveled the wings and gently glided the plane down onto the water. Despite one of the engines getting ripped off, the plane was mostly intact. An entire Airbus A320 was now floating in the middle of the Hudson River. After touchdown, the emergency exits were opened and the passengers started climbing out onto the wings. Miraculously, all passengers and crew were alive. Many small boats and ferries went full speed towards the plane to rescue the passengers. Within minutes, boats were on site and the passengers were being evacuated. After everyone was evacuated, the plane started to sink, so it had to be towed ashore. The plane now resides in a museum that's located right beside Charles Douglas International Airport, which was the plane's intended destination. And that wraps up the story of US Airways Flight 1549. Before I leave, I'd like to thank you again for 100 subscribers. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.